Hmm? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right. All right. Ooh, mute that. Okay. So I'm going to try something a little different today. Up and running. Okay. Boom. We are up and running. We'll give it a couple of minutes for things to kind of start. Make sure that is all visible. Okay. I added a bunch of stuff to my yeah, that's running. I added a bunch of stuff and changed up a bunch of things and hopefully fix the latency. We'll see how that goes. And desktop audio. Like it's still not, 1-to-1, but I don't think you can ever get it like that. That's not how the internet works. But instead of waiting for 30 seconds to see uh, people's responses on, at a good time frame, it seems like it's maybe a couple of seconds. So much better. Hopefully that doesn't kill frame rates in any way. And yeah. Let's go to the room for a little bit. So let me go ahead and bring that up here. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000. That's 7 seconds delay there. I don't know. We'll see here. It's a little laggy. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still fixing things and tweaking things here and there. Another thing, like, today I'm not really gonna have music playing, I don't think. So, like, I set up something where I have control over the radio button. or the radio, I should say. So I can make that go away. And you may notice the window is different. And that is because I composed a new one. And it still needs work. Hopefully also it's picking up, there should be a little bit of sound of the sea. But, that's been about 3 minutes. Every now and then Minecraft sound kicks in and then kicks out. A little bit weird. But, yeah, I'm learning After Effects to make the window, and it's a pain in the neck. Not that I have one. But turn of phrase. Let's. Hey, okay. Okay, hey. Welcome, Nathan. I'm just kind of getting things fixed up a little bit more. There's a little bit, it seems like. Yeah, it's way less than it was before. Literally just turned on the low latency switch on Twitch. And it seems like instead of like 30 seconds, it's maybe 7 or so. I think it depends on a bunch of different factors still. I could probably still tweak it to be a little bit better. Yeah. And then I'm also, I've got the new window up in the tiki bar, which I think I can, if I just do this. Nope. Oh, right, because I've got that. There we go. So that's the old one that I didn't make, and I still like it a lot better, but you know, it's not mine, so I can't use something that I didn't make without permission. It's wrong. So that's the last time that'll be seen, and this is the new one. It's kind of the replacement. Yeah. Well, so no, it's still a volcano island. In fact, I keep switching around my opinion on like what size the island should be, and also eventually down the line, as I learn After Effects more, I want it to be like the other one was like a 4-hour long loop. I want to do like an hour and a half long loop. The majority of it is just something similar to this, and then I want a rainstorm at some point, and I want an eruption at another point. So, but in the interim, like this is just kind of, a placeholder, much like a lot of things. But yeah, and so let's go ahead and let's go into the game. Because we have to tame a cat. I searched how to tame a cat, and I was doing it right, but for whatever reason, that cat would not take any more fish from me, and you just have to feed a ton of fish to the cats to get them to be your cat. All right. So the goal here then, you got raw salmon, raw cod. Oh, I'm gonna need more fish than that. Because you just gotta You just gotta feed a cat a ton of fish to make them your friend. Churros. Yeah, what are churros? Are they a kind of treat? Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, I see those all the time. I have not tried those on Tiki yet. I need to do that at some point. Although I'm afraid that if I do that with Tiki, that's just going to ruin her. Like, she's already an agent of chaos as it is. So I'm afraid that spoiling her too much will just ruin any sort of dominance I have in my domicile. Oh wow. The other thing I'm worried about is, like, I'm always concerned if I'm feeding my cat enough. She's kind of roly-poly, but I feed her just like I think in a day she eats like a quarter of a cup of food. But like every time I take her to the vet, they're like, "Nah, she's perfect weight. Good." Oh, I know. Hey! We got this spiky boy. Yeah, it's time to chow down on the poison fish. Yeah, Tiki is just she's ridiculous. Every time, like right after she eats, she comes into the office space here and she just goes nuts on her cat tree. And she just makes these crazy growling noises. I love it so much. We used to call it tiger mode. It's it is a voice changer. I just one, I'm not super keen on just using my regular ass voice on the internet, but two, more importantly, my character doesn't have a mouth, so it doesn't make sense that it wouldn't sound like it's not emanating from something. Like it's telepathic or like you know, like they used to when they were trying to do the Beastly Kingdom at Disney World and the Animal Kingdom. Right, exactly. Yeah, it's all telepathic. You didn't actually log on to a website. Where have all the cats gone? So at Animal Kingdom when they were first building it, they didn't have enough budget to build both the dinosaur area. There we go. And the Beastly Kingdom, which was going to be like dragons and unicorns and shit. This cat is running from me. And it won't take the food that I'm giving it. What have I done? I mean, either that's a rule in the game or that is just an old adage, but either way, it's very true. Yeah, you can't catch a cat that does not want to be caught. But like, here I am. Like, this is raw fish, right? Raw salmon, raw cod. I don't get it. Because I tried this in creative mode. And, I mean, like, it was easy. Oh, does it? Who wants to nibble on the toxic gland? Oh, that makes sense. Like it's interested, right? You ate all that fish and you're not my cat? Hey, I got the gray and white one! Okay. There we go. Careful of the cactus, though. That was the cat that I think I fed fish earlier, back on Thursday. Come with me. Come on. We need to make carpet for you. Nope, never mind. You get it. There we go. Still need to make a space for you. Oh, that's the sound of like... My apartment is being hit by acorns or something right now as the wind is blowing. Oh, I don't know. I'll figure this out here in a little bit. Wool. This? Oh no, just two. Carpet. Do I have anything I can dye it with? I think cactus? Don't think pumpkin, but we'll see. No. Maybe you have to furnace the cactus? Throw one of those shitty bows in here. I mean, it's cooking down to something. Yeah! I just guessed that. Maybe it has to be green wool. Oh well. Still gonna make a nice space for the cat. Hallucinogenic cactus juice. Oh, that might be true too. Alright. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this game, so like remembering recipes and like I don't think I ever played around with dyes back when I was actually playing this game. So let's put this stuff back. We got the cat. Oh. What? Who gave him that shovel? homeowners association again. Anybody else? No. Some arrows and some bones. Okay. So we're gonna go back to mining. Anyways, I was saying it before, but I got interrupted by finding a cat. This, I think, was part of like a Defunct Land episode or something like that, but Animal Kingdom, they only had enough money to build either the dinosaur area or the fantasy area with dragons and unicorns. And on top of that, it was really like, which area is going to be the cheapest. And their plans for the fantasy area were huge. They were going to be like an area for both the light and the dark side of fantasy. And in the dark side of fantasy, it was going to be like a suspended family roller coaster, where you were flying through like a burnt out castle that had been turned into a dragon's lair. And the whole story was that you were actually joining a bunch of bats that were going in to steal the treasure from the castle. Yes, suspending families. Just like Disney does economically. And then the light side, there was going to be like a Fantasia ride that was like a boat ride through Fantasia Gardens. And then there was going to be a labyrinth, like the Unicorn's Labyrinth. And so you would have to go through like these different like areas solving riddles and puzzles. And the ultimate goal was to get to the Unicorn's lair. And in there, they were going to use some like new technology using subwoofers, where the frequency was so low and so loud that you didn't really hear the unicorn talking to you like through your ears. It was the bass frequencies resonating in your chest cavity and in your head, so that it sounded like the unicorn was speaking to you telepathically. Which I just, like, that concept is so cool. I wish they had done something with that. I really wish that they had actually used that somewhere even. Maybe do something with like Night on Bald Mountain where that giant demon is talking to you or something. That'd be so cool. But, alas, they have not yet. I wonder if maybe it made people shit their pants or something. Just, you think it's just because you're observing the majesty of a unicorn, but in reality, it's that old, the South Park brown note joke. Oh, I goofed up here. I can fix this, though. We can fix this. It's okay. I keep doing this. I keep messing up my stair setup. Because it's, got more iron, though. Which is good. There we go. Why? Why only 30 minutes? Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Like speed running and just like killing the Ender Dragon in 30 minutes. I mean, another reason, another very valid. Oh, mostly the game doesn't mesh with me. Yeah, that's fair. But also, Dirt's building capability is almost the same as any other. I could just build this with Dirt with. Yeah, no, very fair. I mean, like ultimately, the difference is, you decide. Well, I don't want to live in a house made of mud anymore, and so you find nicer materials. But I mean, ultimately, if you're just going function over form, yeah, Dirt's fine. Yeah, I can absolutely see why people don't mesh with this game. Like, I mean, back when I was living kind of in the middle of nowhere and didn't have any friends, I had like a, 30-inch TV and at the time, a kind of slightly above middle of the road gaming PC. And I was working a night shift, and I would come home at like 6 in the morning, and I would play Minecraft till probably, I think maybe like noon, and all I was doing was just leveling out deserts. I would just go in and square off and level out deserts. Yeah, like I would usually use stone bricks personally. Oh god, covering everything in dirt. You can have it all. My empire of dirt. Pizza Hut in the desert. I mean, but here, okay. So, uh, what kind of Pizza Hut? Are we talking a current day Pizza Hut? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we're talking about the classic, like when you say Pizza Hut, you're talking about the architectural icon that is the classic parlor style Pizza Hut. Because that is. Yes, yeah, good, good. I mean, I haven't been to one, and I know what those are because I've seen their skeletons strewn across suburbia, hollowed out and lived inside by, dentists and video rental shops. Where the titans fall, their bones make the skeleton framework of society. It's trying to scare me. Oh! I didn't even notice that there. Bro, is that lapis lazuli? By the way, if anybody's wondering, like, why the hell I keep patching up holes in this thing when I can just start branch mining, I'm just going to bedrock. There we go. Yeah, that's dye I could have used too, huh? Now that I have it, I guess. Lapis lazuli is good for magic? Is it for like enchanting? Yeah. Yes, I think they do actually allow that to happen. You might have to have like a potion or an enchantment for it, I think. Either that or it's an option that you turn on. Yeah, it's not perfect. I'm much more of a creative player myself, but I'm playing survival because uh, I'm trying to show people that I'm not weak. Which isn't actually the case if you just play creative, but you know. Oh, redstone! Oh, we programmers now. The audacity of this gravel to just drop. And my pickaxe is about to die off. So we'll probably use this as an opportunity to go back up there and grab the half slabs that I forgot to take down here. And smelt some ore. At some point, I'll be a real Minecraft player and build one of those elevators or something. Because this is going to make me dizzy. And I guess potentially cause things to crash. Who knows? Hey, buddy. You want the fish? Let's go to bed first. Alright. Hehe. So classy. And do I have anything else I need to smelt? Yeah, I got more iron ore. We'll keep probably a stack of cobblestone with us. And I need those half slabs. That can go. That can go. I need coal. And that. Cat screaming is the best. And I don't say that in some sort of evil way. I just mean like cat noises are good. They're wholesome. Fun for the whole family. That's 8, so I can just go pop. And that. the green supposed to be their irises? I feel like it would work better if they just had just a single pixel for the eyes. Anything else I need here? No. I probably need to make more bread. Hey! Hey, bud! It's very zesty. Oh god, right. The pork chop scene. I haven't played the actual Telltale game, but yeah, that is horrible. Like, just cooked pork chop is now in your inventory. Like, was your pet and your companion just a moment ago. And let's see. Anything else I need? This just turned into, it does turn into regular wheat. That's a lot of bread. Mamma mia. Hey. Alright. I think we're okay there. And who doesn't? Good loaf? Ah. It's the best. A succulent loaf? I see you know your judo well. I'm glad that they kept like Minecraft Steve and Smash Brothers as like an actual like Minecraft model and not a yeah, this is why I brought these with me. And not one of those Telltale game models. Kind of like how like some of the old Lego games used to cheat the minifigures and let them like bend their elbows and shit. But then the actual like Lego movies, they kept to the rules of the minifigs, maybe only like fudging the neck joint a little bit here and there. Enjoying a loaf? For enjoying a succulent loaf? I think I played the first one and I never really got into it, the Lego Island series. I didn't hate it. It just didn't really stick for me. Which is funny. You would think that I would be really, really... Oh my god. You would think that I'd be really, really into like all things Lego, considering just how much of it I have. but sometimes it doesn't, like, I've never watched any of, like, the Ninjago or Kaima or anything like that, but I have gotten the sets. Oh, good, yeah. Oh, my favorite set. Oh, honestly, right now I'm really feeling the Barracuda Bay set that I just got. The remake of the old classic pirate ship from the 80s as like a shipwreck island, but then you can take the ship parts off of it and snap them back together, and it's just a remake of that boat, but like slightly more modern. Um, I have, except for the most recent two, I have all of the modular city sets, including Cafe Corner and the online exclusive Market Street one. I collect those modulars. I probably have like half a ton of Lego. I'm I'm not exactly sure how much I have, but it's too much. Oh, the new haunted house is so good, and all the Easter eggs that it has with like the old like agents and adventurers sets. I love that they threw that stuff in. It's so good. I do like the Monster Fighters haunted house is pretty good too, but it's like this one's different. It's hard to compare the two haunted houses because this more recent one is specifically built to be a carnival ride that's been decorated. Whereas the Monster Fighters one is just fucking Dracula's house. I would have loved them to do some sort of like reference to my favorite line from the Monster Mash in that and just give Dracula a kid. Dracula and his son. That's a line from the Monster Mash, right? I'm not like. Give me a second. I have to look this up now. Coming up on Halloween, I better have my freaking Monster Mash lyrics straight. Yes, okay, good. It does have Dracula and his son mentioned. That line is so. I know that's a reference to. It's the Christopher Lee movie, I think, right? Oh gosh. the subway train set. Everybody puts his mask back on and hands it back to the back of the train afterwards. Yeah, another thing that I've really gotten into is Lego Star Wars. I'm not brave enough to get the Millennium Falcon as much as I'd love to have it. Like I already have limited space as it is. But like I've always been kind of anti Star Destroyer, just because it's like how many gray wedges do I need? Um, yeah, that set is. I love the older sets too. Like the newer sets are, they just keep getting better with the engineering and the design work on the sets, the details that they put into things, and they're fitting more and more into it. That sounds supposed to be there. That's supposed to be there. Palpatine's Arrest. I don't remember that set. Yeah, I mean, like, if you ever get rid of Lego, like, it's made to be reused. Lego even advertises that. Like, they talk about, like, you know, if you're ever getting to a point where you want to get rid of your Lego, like, donate it. Because Lego lasts for a really long time. It's super durable. It's pretty easy to clean. And I mean, it's just like back in the day when they really advertised like Lego as being just kind of a unisex kids toy. It was really good. Like they kind of moved away from that recently, which is kind of I'm not a super big fan of it. Yeah, it's just plastic basically. It's like super durable plastic. I also like that they put like a ton of money. They sunk, I think, something like $4 billion, was it? Or $2 billion into engineering Lego to be built out of sustainable materials within the next like 10 years or something. I usually don't put the stickers on. I have been recently for like the Lego sets that I've been building, or for the Star Wars sets that I've been building. But generally speaking, I do not apply stickers. But that's another reason why I really like the modulars too, is because there's like a strict no sticker rule with the modulars. It's all printed. Oh, it's got to be the anniversary set. I forget the name of it. It's like Town Square or something like that, right? It's the one that has kind of like the diner is fantastic, but it's the one that kind of has like all the elements of like the previous sets. It's so good, and it's of course the biggest one that they've done. Oh, we hit bedrock, folks. We have hit bedrock. Yes, Assembly Square. Thank you. Also, that's just a good name for it too. Yeah, like the fact that I made it to that point is like, all right, I've got the anniversary set. Like, I finally have a worthy collection. All right. Now the real mining can begin. Yeah, very Back to the Future. It's got the pink Cadillac. Um, the recording studio. I love that. It's kind of a mix of like, yeah. Oh God, what is the key for? Nope. F3. It's not hitting it. Hmm. Settings. Isn't this exciting, kids? Uh, oh, okay. That'll work, right? That'll work. Okay. Bionicles were so good. And they like I really appreciate that they tried to bring them back. Level 12. So bedrock is 15. Here we go. Okay, I see. And now you should pronounce Bionicles like a Greek philosopher. Oh, Bionicles. Yeah. Well, that's like... Yeah. Bionicles. I don't... What's interesting about Bionicle is, I mean, like, and there was a lawsuit about this, if I remember right. Like, they just took a bunch of names from Maori culture, if I remember right. So wouldn't it be, like... 60? Yeah, and then, like representatives of the Maori culture actually, like, sued them for using those terms. Like Matanui and Toa and stuff like that, I think was all originated from Maori culture. Not that I'm some sort of expert on that stuff. Far from it, in fact. Which is a little not great because I'm so into like tiki kitsch as well, which also appropriates a bunch of stuff from that. So just love delving into shit that I really probably shouldn't. But can't help it. Like, I've always loved the Enchanted Tiki Room ever since like I was a little kid. So that's kind of the avenue that I try to take it down. Is it's specifically what I like is referencing the very specific subset. Because I am the plague that is the Disney adult, but I'm not. I like to think I'm not that bad. I'm not like those other ones who have the Mickey Mouse waffle maker. Hey, that's those are sounds I've never heard this game make before. I'm ashamed to admit, like, I will totally tear up, like World of Color. Like, like there's a lot going on in that show, and it hits some notes, and I'm just like, oh, he was the the most creative anti-Semite, union-busting piece of shit who drew a mouse and made billions of dollars. And now has laid off thousands of people. But he sure did love to eat chili and whatever the fuck diet custard is. Those are his favorite foods. Okay. That's not from the new update, though, I don't think. Favorite Disney movie. This is gonna be... Man... This is gonna be even worse. So I'm pretty sure that my default answer is Nightmare Before Christmas. But it's like, it's more than just like Hot Topic kid shit. I just like, I really like stop motion animation. I live in it's not really a secret that I live in the Portland, Oregon area, which is right by Leica. I tried to get a job there once. Yeah, no, it's such a good movie. It's like the amount of artistry and craft that it takes to make a stop motion film like that is just mind-boggling. You basically have to have like every kind of like old world craftsman job available. Like you have to have, you know, pattern makers, metal workers, sculptors, painters, hairdressers, like any job you can think of that affects something visually or builds something, you have to have, you know, metal workers, I mean, engineers, robotics. It's absolutely crazy the amount of work that goes into a stop motion film. So, yeah, I'm like super interested in that stuff. I love Studio Leica's work, but much like any other like effects-based industry, I have heard that it is just hell to work for them. Basically, you get hired on as a contractor, and then the moment the film is done, you get laid off, and then you hope that they let you know that you're wanted to be hired for the next project. And as somebody who worked as a contractor for a while for things like, ugh, no thanks. I need like an assurance that I'm going to have permanent employment. It's just, it's ridiculous how much pretty much every industry these days is relying on temporary contract work with like no promise of sustained employment. And it's even worse now. Hip hip hooray. Yeah. Make another couple of pickaxes. Oh, it gave me the jingle of satisfaction. Jingle of learnedness. Yeah, I mean, like, I like a bunch of stuff. I have Disney Plus, and there is, if you get a chance, and you're in a place where you can get a hold of, you know, let's say some medically enhanced consumable food type products, boy oh boy. Disneyland Through the Seasons is a fever dream on Disney Plus. It's like from the mid 60s and it's just like one of the craziest bits is the Christmas parade from the mid-60s. It is terrifying. There's like a crucified scarecrow that like rips itself off of the cross and dances. The Seven Dwarfs characters look like some sort of grotesque, like you know how the trolls from Ernest Scared Stupid were the actually repainted killer clowns from outer space? They look like somebody like dragged those creatures into like Blender and just like smoothed the wireframe out. It's really horrifying what the Seven Dwarfs look like. And their faces are just made out of like the same cheap like rubber latex that they make Halloween masks out of now. It's really bizarre. Yeah, so that's fun. I wish that they would put more of that old Disney stuff on there, but I think one of the things that's happening with that is they're reviewing this stuff, and before they let it go live, they're realizing that, like, you know, maybe there's people, like, they didn't used to limit where you could smoke at Disneyland, right? So there's people smoking cigarettes, like, walking down Main Street, which you can't show really if you want to be a wholesome family platform anymore. So they just like they decided to completely omit that stuff, which means that we're missing out on some really classic old content. And then also, like, I guess there's like licensing issues with the Muppet Show, like the original Muppet Show. Like, part of the rights are owned by some studio in England. And so that's why that's not on Disney Plus. I really, like, that needs to be on Disney Plus. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that they could fix up. Yeah, I think you can share accounts, like, I'm not really sure about that with Disney Plus. I know, obviously, Netflix, that works fine. I think it's okay with Disney Plus, because they just announced that, like, right around the time Season 2 of The Mandalorian comes out, that they're going to do kind of like what Netflix Party is for Netflix. Like, you'll be able to sync up your viewing session with another Disney Plus user. And I think they said it'll work with, like, different profiles on the same account, too. Also, like, to their credit, it's like $7.50 or $8 a month, which is pretty low price for the amount of content you get off of the service. I mean, I would say that I've watched more stuff on that than Netflix, but yeah, it's not bad. And you get, I mean, like, you're paying that, but, like, keep in mind, you're also getting, now that they fixed it, like, Simpsons in the right aspect ratio. And, yeah, you shouldn't be paying for stuff you're not using. I do the same thing, though. I do the same thing where I sign up for streaming services and then I just don't watch anything. It's even worse for me, though, because, like, I just can't watch stuff. I have, like, anxiety that keeps me from watching anything with any level of suspense. Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely the new gym membership. Like everybody signs up for, the new hot shit streaming service and then forgets it for like 3 months and they haven't been using it. Oh my god, I've been paying for CBS All Access since Picard ended, and I didn't even like that much. I don't know. The worst experience that I had with well, it didn't. There's going to be like another season, I think, or something like that. But you know what I mean? Like they finished that first season, but I was watching Spider-Man: Homecoming, and it gets to the scene where he's going to. I won't spoil the movie, but and you already know this is coming by the time you see this, but it gets to the scene where he's knocking on the door, I think Mary Jane's front door, and you realize who's going to answer. And as soon as the door opened, I had like an insane panic attack, and I had to walk out of the theater. Like, this was not watching it on streaming. I had paid to watch this movie in theaters, and I left. And I had to... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. No, it's, Is it... Yeah. Right, maybe... Yeah, MJ's not related to her. That's right. Okay, thank you. But yeah, so but it wasn't even that. Like, it was the moment the door opened, I knew who was going to be on the other side of the door. And I, like, cold sweat, like, vision blurred, walked out of the theater, and I had to, like, sit in my car and, like, deep breathe, meditate for a bit. And then I just, like, when I was good enough to drive a little bit, I went, like, maybe a couple blocks down to the Barnes and Noble and just walked through a quiet bookstore for a bit to regather my nerves. And I was so rattled by it. So I have it takes me probably 3 or 4 hours to get through an episode of The Mandalorian. Because I have to watch it in tiny little bites. Just like that one puppy eating just the corner of that little sandwich. So you could just bite the corner. Just take just a tiny bite. That's me watching TV and movies. So, sadly, I have not attended any of B's scary movie streams, and it's specifically because, of course, it's the absolute worst when it comes to horror. So, I do not watch scary movies. This has been very fruitful so far, building this column deep into the earth. This has got to be really exciting. Yeah, and jump scares are just like cool. I'll watch a jump scare the day I decide I'm fine with dying of like cardiac arrest. So like no joke, I think Minecraft is one of the scariest games I play. Because it's just like this, the little eerie whoa doesn't bother me, but it's like, when a creeper just shows up out of nowhere, say in the middle of your house after waking up from sleeping, and you're not expecting it. That shit's scary. Ugh, gravel. Alright, there we go. It sent me a text? Oh, yeah. Right, no, but I didn't check my phone because I had just woken up. I get it now. Yes. Yeah, like, I appreciate that, but, also don't walk into my house while I'm asleep. Right, yeah, fair. My fault for not reading it. The creeper doesn't get the concept of boundaries, I suppose. I checked the text and it said delivered, so you had to have known that I would show up. Cactuses. I mean, to be fair to the creeper, their lot in life is kind of bullshit. Like, they exist basically just to explode. Don't we all, though? Don't we all? I don't know. I mean, like, I think so. I think the creeper is alive. Look at my dumbass trying to double jump to fly because I think I'm still in creative mode testing stuff out. Yeah, that's why you do that. I would think that a creeper is alive. I don't think they're undead, because usually, like in Minecraft, the undead died when exposed to sunlight. The zombies and the skeletons don't like sunlight. And creepers can just hang out. But now there's like some exceptions to the rule with like whatever those desert zombies are. This is gonna be... So, I mean, like, maybe they're mostly, like, chitin, and, like, they're just, like, some sort of, like, mix of gunpowder and flammable gases that expand and contract instead of muscles. And it's just moving like this green exoskeleton. Yeah, or it's like not usable. Who knows? Yeah, but I think they're alive. I don't think they're undead. Wonder, like, they should do something where you could... It's very difficult to do, but you can domesticate a creeper as, like, a self-defense pet. Yeah. Instead of a carrot on a stick, it's one of those creepy, messed up records on a stick. That's what they're attracted to. That's why every now and then when one dies, you can get that messed up record. Good. It's because that's just their treasure. There, needed more light. Yeah, it's actually just a very corrupted version of Walk the Dinosaur. uh, it's a living. This is a massive gravel patch. And this all needs to get cleaned up too, because otherwise it's just a giant spawn space for monsters. God, I got jump scared by the pickaxe breaking. That's how bad it is. God. Credit where credit is due, though. These cave noises are so good. They are so creepy. I don't know if it's, what's their face? C418 doing all this stuff. I venture to guess that that's not the case anymore. I don't know. But, knew that was coming. But, the ambient noises and stuff in this game are so good. They're so atmospheric and just interesting. There's so much coal everywhere. God, yeah. That stuff is going to be interesting. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get, that doesn't mean that we won't later on get the moo blooms, but still, the glow squid is still cool. Yeah, God. What are those guys called? The hunters or something like that? No, the warden. That was their name, the warden. And like sound sensitive blocks now. This is a precarious place to be, knowing all the gravel that's everywhere. God, there's just so much coal. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm excited for all the new stuff coming to the game. Like, I love that they're just still, I mean, actively developing and adding new interesting stuff to the game. They don't have to. At this point, they could just stop adding shit to this game and it would continue to sell probably in perpetuity for years. Like, it was admittedly an incredibly smart investment on Microsoft's part to buy Mojang. Because you know that they've made their money back by now for sure. Alright. Let's do something different for now. Been digging through a lot of this stuff. I can't think that that's too compelling. Let's go up and see what time it is, and if it's nighttime, we'll sleep, and if not, we'll just kind of like mess around in the village until it gets to be nighttime. So I can wake up in the daytime and travel out in a cardinal direction that I haven't traveled out in, and see what's out there. Hey! Let's give the cat another piece of salmon, too. Look at you, so well behaved. Tiki would never just hang out in the spot that I tell her to hang out in. I'm gonna name you Better Cat. Yes, there would be no rug, there would be no bed. I would lose my spawn point. Nothing is sacred for Tiki. Nothing is sacred, nothing is safe. What am I splitting that stuff up for? I could build a compass. Well, let's do that. I think this is it, right? It's, bop, 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 bop. I didn't mean to put one in the middle there. That's the clock. That I didn't mean to build. Doesn't matter, there'll be more gold. I already have more gold even, what am I talking about? It'll tell me what I can build. Yeah. Compass, there we go. Don't get me wrong, I love Tiki very much. She is a constant source of entertainment, but she also hunts feet with no abandon. And it has caused me to be very cautious around her. I have like a sixth sense of when she's targeting me now. She's very good. Alright. So, that zombie dropped a carrot. There's an Enderman. Hey, bruv, you what, mate? I think I haven't headed in this direction. I'm gonna head in this direction. Yeah, they do be dropping those carrots. You know, it's good. There's, beta carotene, vitamin C, natural sugars, good source of fiber. Carrots are an anytime snack, even for the undead. One of the guys that I used to work with was like he would constantly eat. Like, he never really had meals, but he just constantly snacked on things throughout the day. And I'm not saying this because it was like an annoying thing that he did, because it wasn't annoying, but he would just like come to work and have like a giant bag of baby carrots and like a thing of olives and like celery sticks and like all kinds of stuff. But he said that for a while there with this habit, he would only eat carrots. And it got to the point where his skin was turning orange. And his doctor told him, like, hey, stop it. That's not good. This is the direction that I'm heading in. Pumpkins. Yeah. I'm gonna see what this is. I know that to the left of me is home. I'm just curious. I see mushrooms. I decide to investigate. That's a good question. I don't know. I wonder if you might have to seed it. I know, like, this kind of grass will grow, but I don't know if this grass will grow normally. I think you have to seed it with, like, 1 or 2 blocks of this kind of grass, which you would need a silk touch shovel for, I think. Oh, there's another village! I just have to cross Shrek's swamp. Donkey. Oh, wait. Cool. Oh, that's because it's a swamp. That is a wet zombie. I think they're called the drowned. gonna kill him. Oh, there's more than one. Oh! Shh. What? Oh, he's got a trident! What the fuck? What? No! He's gonna have to lay low for a while. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got murked. No, it's all good. Don't even worry, Nathan. I'm gonna go kill that dude. The cat's like, did you get killed? Yes, cat, I did get killed. Dang, I need, oh god, I just need more iron. I have an idea. I didn't need more iron. I have an idea on how to take care of this fool. And it involves my fishing rod. What direction did I go in? This way. I'm getting my stuff back, and I'm killing that trident zombie. I don't really care too much at this point about the experience points or the levels or whatever. That's not that big of a deal, but... Oh, I missed there's even a pumpkin patch right there. Oh. I might do something. This is always fun to do. Yeah. That's satisfying. Big pit. Okay. Yeah. That was a really... Where? I'm heading in the right direction, right? Yeah. I've gotta be. These guys remember me, right? You guys remember me, right? I passed by here earlier? Yeah. I remember the wolves. I just don't remember crossing so many rivers. That's not that big of a deal. I just have to find the swamp. Yeah. Okay. I see the mushrooms. Yeah, that's what I was using as a landmark before. So that's I'm like, yeah, I have to be heading in the right direction. All right. So the point here is that guy's going to try and murk me again with a a trident, if he's still here even. And the goal is to use the fishing rod to close the gap. Oh, cool. Nighttime is coming too. Yeah, that's sadly not how that works. There you are. You know what? This isn't working and they killed me before, so... Fuck it. I'm gonna build a shelter somewhere and just... Oh no. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's a village. Okay. Twang. Twang. Patow. Zombie villagers? This might be a good, Oh. Yeah. Welcome to the village house. Alright. Excuse me, sir. Baby zombie. With an enchanted helmet? Of course, I don't get the enchanted helmet. I just get a bunch of old baby meat. It's horrible. Oh, hell yes! Apples are the real treasure. Apples and the friends we made along the way. Let me check in there. Well, this is gonna have something good. It's something okay. It's okay. But yes. Real David Attenborough shit going on. And yes, I will get the hay, Nathan. Because each hay is 9 wheat, and 9 wheat is 3 breads, and that's a lot of breads. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of Sunday. Beets? Excellent. What can I consolidate here? Oh, I can put armor on. Even more hay. God. So many bread and apples. And potatoes. All right. Oh my gosh. Is this even more village or? Ouch. No, this might be yeah, this is the same village. I just didn't harvest the stuff. What should I throw out? Dirt. There we go. Ouch. Okay. Now for the challenge. The voyage home. Hmm. I don't think this is the right way. We'll see. I have a feeling I'm heading in the wrong direction. This is the wrong angle from the overhang, I think. Maybe that's the right direction? This might still be wrong. Oh, that was incredibly dangerous. Here's the fun thing. Worst comes to worst, if I get hopelessly lost here, I've got a record of the stream, and I turned on coordinates before I left on this journey. So, I'm not actually completely lost. So what I'm really just doing is running through the forest and eating a ton of bread. I'm just carbo loading before a jog. Anybody chasing me for a little bit here? See, here's another swamp. Lava pit? Lava pit. Did I run in a circle? Did I run in a circle? Because this is another village. Oh. I'm in another village. I found a vacant bed. I'm going to hit the hay for the night. And then get out of the game for now. Ugh. Alright. So, I think the goal for the next stream, last time it was, for the next stream, it was to tame a cat. Did that right at the beginning here. Goal for the next stream is to get home and probably figure out like what I want to do as far as like the next step. I would like to find some diamond, but that involves a lot of mining, and I don't think that that's particularly exciting. But that's okay. Let's, in fact, let's just go back to this space for now. So I think that's going to be the plan for Thursday. Is same time, and just go in, find my way home. I'll have reviewed the footage for this one and gotten the coordinates for my home base, and go from there. So, thank you for stopping by, everybody who watched and who is watching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.